Hello and welcome back to Budgeting with Debbie. As you can tell from the setup, we're going to be doing another cash stuffing envelope. Today is the 26th of May 2020 and I'm going to be stuffing my sinking funds and my day-to-day cash envelopes. You may wonder why I've got some Monopoly money sat here. If you didn't see my last video, I use Monopoly money as I'm not comfortable having a copious amount of money in the house, so I use it just as a visual representation, and then the actual money is in my savings account in the bank. But I just like to be able to see it and feel it. It's just the way I work. Before we start stuffing the envelopes, I do need to unstuff my envelopes from last month, so bear with me while I just change the setup. Okay, so my day-to-day envelope. So I have a little purse which I take to work with me. So let's just see what cash we've got left in there. I have my keys in my purse for some reason. So I've just got a bit of change in here. So that's one. And then there's my main wallet. This is a Filofax Saffiano, but I use it as my purse. So in this part we have, oh, these are old pound coins. I took them to the bank to try and swap them, well, to the post office, but the post office couldn't swap them. I've got to take them to a proper bank, so I'm going to leave them in there for when I get to a bank. Nothing in eating out, that got totally drained this month. Beauty, I'm going to leave this money in because I'm hoping in the next few weeks some of the salons might start to reopen, and I need a lot of things doing, so I'm going to double stuff this envelope this month. My daughter's fund, well, money I set aside for her, and then household. So with this money that's left, I put the money aside to my savings. So I've got 20, 40, 65, and then the coins just go in our coin jar, and we just keep that aside and then count it up every now and then. So £65, that's not too shabby. And then some shrapnel, which I'm just going to chuck into the trustee boot. This is my savings boot. Okay. So that's that done. So then we just need to get my cash envelopes. So savings. So like I say, anything left over from the previous month I put in here. So at the moment I should have £100 in here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And we are adding in 65. It's my birthday this month, so I may well use some of this to go shopping, treat myself, see what I feel like doing. That's that one done. Okay, so next we're going to move on to the other ones. I do stuff some with cash and some with Monopoly money, just because I feel like sometimes I need to have some cash on hand. So we have my daughter's clubs, so she does archery and guides. Now, because of the pandemic, she's not been able to actually go to these clubs for a little while now, but I'm still saving the money up for when she does go back, because I think she's going to need some new kit, so, and it's not cheap. So I put £5 in each of these, and then when my husband gets paid, he also contributes £5 to these. So at the moment we've got £31 in each of these. So that's now going to be 36 in each. plan one's done. Next is medical. Now, as I explained before, we do have the NHS, but some things we have to pay for, like glasses, dentists, prescriptions, etc. So I'm getting ready for some new glasses. So I pay £20 a month inside there. I just need to get my money sorted out. Sorry guys, this isn't very organised today. Can you see all that? That's a bit better, I think. There we go. So currently in the medical we have 20, 40, 60, 70, and I'm going to add in another 20. So that'll take me up to £90. So about halfway to the pair of glasses that I need. I know it normally costs me about £200. Okay. Next is school funds. So I use this for back to school uniforms, but also for any school trips, etc. Now, school's been out since pandemic lockdown started, and I don't think my daughter's year will be going back this year, in all honesty. I can't see it happening. But I still want to keep putting aside, because uniforms, she's had a growth spurt, so I'm going to have to probably buy all new uniforms again. So 20, 40 and another 20 makes 60. So now we're going to stuff my envelopes that I keep inside my purse. So the first one we've got is eating out. And for eating out I save £40 for the month, and for this I'm going to do a 20 and 2 tens. Now last time I folded all these notes up and it looked lovely, but it's not very practical because this new plasticky money, it doesn't bend very easily. So I'm going to try and see if these will close. Oh, they do. Look at that, it's perfect. It's like it was meant to be. Next one is beauty. So as you can see, I folded them last time, but it's not particularly practical, even though I like the look of it. So like I say, I'm going to double stuff this, just because I'm desperate for a pedicure and some waxing, and as you can tell by the state of my hands, I might need a manicure as well. I'm a nurse and my hands have taken rather a beating recently. So, oh, and I need a haircut. So I just need, basically, when everything opens, I need a pamper day. So my daughter's money, well, it's not her money, I put it away in case I need to buy anything for her. So again, I'm going to do 50, so 20, 40, 50. So I do this if I want to get her any books or any new clothes, but it's not her money per se. Also, if she does any chores, I pay her out of this money as well. Chance to be a fine thing at the moment. And then household. Does anybody else's kids like just refuse to do anything, or is it just mine? So I put 40 aside for this. So I've got 20 and 2 tens. And this I tend to use for if we need anything for in the house. I don't know, batteries, light bulbs, bin bags, that sort of thing. Okay. My work food, so I'm not always terribly organised, so sometimes I like to treat myself to a coffee at work or a cake. So I tend to put about £30 a month, so I'm going to do 2 tens and 2 fives for this. And that can go in my work purse. That is all ready and done. What have we got left? Oh yes, so my spending money. So I'd want to have some money to spend just in case I want to get something for myself. So I'm going to put 40 aside, so 20, 30, 35, 40. Okay. Okay, that's going in there, and I can just spend that on what I want, and I don't care what anyone says. Okay, look at that. It's like I planned it. All the money's gone. Okay, so that's my purse fully stuffed for this month. So now we're going to move on to my virtual sinking funds. Okay, so out comes the trusty Monopoly money. Now at some point I'm going to have to condense these down because I've just like emptied my stash of 5s and I've only got a couple of 1s left, so but I'll probably do that off camera. It's just if you do watch me next time, which I hope you do. By the way, if you want to keep following me, you can subscribe to my channel. It's very new, but I'm trying to get it growing. And so click that bell and on the subscribe thing and it'll tell you when I post. Okay, so this is all my sinking fund money. Okay, so sinking funds. And yes, like I said last time, I do have a lot of sinking funds, but this is because I'm trying to be organised. I know these things are going to come up in the next year, so I want to be ready for them. So for those of you who are new to budgeting, sinking fund is basically a little pot of money that you put aside each month or each week, however you budget, for an event that is going to be happening. So for example, I have like Valentine's Day, so every year Valentine's Day happens and we like to have a meal out or something, so that just put some money aside for that. And I've got Amazon Prime, etc, etc, etc. Now the way I decided what envelopes to have, as I sat down with a calendar and just went through all the events in the year and decided, do I need to save money for that? More often than not it was a yes, so I made an envelope for it. These envelopes I got off of Amazon. There's a couple of different types of sets in here. There's loads available on Etsy stores and all sorts, so or you can make them yourself. If you're interested in seeing how I make some cash envelopes, I made some for my daughter and for my husband to use. I might do a video on that at another time. We'll wait and see, but let's get started. So first of all, we have Valentine's Day. And in this I put £5 a month away. So I've currently got £10 in there. So I'm going to put another 5 in, which will make us 15. Next is Amazon Prime. We use Amazon Prime a lot. So we decided to save for that, so that's going to be £8. It's so helpful. I don't know if anyone's like me, but we have friends and family who live abroad and who don't live nearby, so sending parcels and presents, it can be a bit of a nightmare, so we like to just do it through Amazon Prime. It just takes all the danger of things getting missing or damaged in the post, because they're really quite good at it, aren't they? So in here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14, 19, 24. I think Amazon Prime's something like £80 a year, so £70 a year, I can't remember off the top of my head. £80 a year. I've just been mouthed from my cameraman extraordinaire. Bigs up to the husband who's helping me do all of this. He's the technical side of it all. Next is Disney Plus. So anybody who knows me personally knows I'm a total Disney nerd. So Disney Plus is kind of a must. Watch the Imagineering story if you've got Disney Plus. It's absolutely fantastic. Right then. So Disney Plus gets £5. So we'll be up to 15. We got it cheap when it first launched, and then I think it's going to be £50 or £60 a year, so I think it's 60, so I thought we'd put plenty aside for that. Next is Easter, and Easter also gets £5 a month. There's only 5 in here because obviously Easter's not long since gone, so it got used. So we're up to £10 for Easter. So the next is Father's Day. Now this has been, I've used some money out of this month because in the UK Father's Day is in June, and so as I've seen a few bits over the last couple of weeks, I've been buying bits and then taking the money out of here to cover it. So I have had to take some out. hence all the white out, because I tried to be all super clever and label it up for the year, and that went wrong. So we've got £8, okay, and I am putting £30 a month away. But this is going to get used this month because I've still got a few more bits to get for my dad. So that's 20, 35, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Best put that's May. So next month that'll probably be down to 0. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do. I'll probably just, if I don't spend it all, I'll probably just leave it in there towards next year, and then next year they can have even more spent on them. I haven't decided yet. I think we'll wait and see. Another one that's going to get emptied this month is also my dad's birthday. So my dad's birthday is only 2 days after mine. I have no clue what I'm going to get him yet. But I'm putting £35 a month for this one, and then next month that amount will be less because obviously I'll have longer to have saved for it. So I didn't start my sinking funds until March. And obviously the sooner you start them, the longer you've got to save for the event, so the less you have to save each month. So in here we have got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 105. Nice present for Daddy, I think. My brother's birthday. So for my brother's birthday I'm putting 22 a month. So in here we have got 20, 40, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 66 so far towards my bro's birthday. The next event will be my NMC registration, so I have to pay registration fee each year to be able to practice as a nurse in the UK. I think it's about 120, I think it is. Yeah, 120. Unless they put it up again. So that's now £60 that I have towards my NMC registration. So I'm halfway there. Don't worry, I won't burst into song. I want to get viewers, not chase you all away. Then we have my husband, he's called Chris. So let's see, let's put him some money away. So I'm putting 15 away for him. So that should take us up to 45. So 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. I'll buy like half of a Switch game or something ridiculous. Goose Fair. So for those of you who didn't see my last video, I explained what Goose Fair was. So it's a big travelling fair that comes to Nottingham every October. I'm not sure if it's going to be on this year because of everything that's happening. Because let's face it, at this place you cannot social distance, so I don't know if it will happen or not, but I'm still just saving the money just in case, and then if it doesn't happen, we'll either go for a day out somewhere else, or we'll just save it for next year, or just not have to stuff it each month, and then start again the year after and save me a bit of money each month. So we'll just have to wait and see. Everything's changing so quickly. So I put £10 a month away into Goose Fair. So we're up to £30 for that. My daughter's birthday. So for her, she gets £20 a month. So 60. She's just getting into all of her tech and stuff, so that won't buy very much either. But anyway, it's a start. Halloween. That's why I chose this envelope, because look, ooh, you can make it go all weird. So I put £6 a month away for Halloween. So May. So you may ask why May. I'm filling it in for May when it's right at the end of the month. It's because I work off of the paycheck, so everything I think of is like this is out of May's pay. So I know some people would say it's technically a saving for June, but it comes out of May's pay. It's just the way my brain works. So 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 pounds we've got for Halloween. How are you going to do socially distanced trick-or-treating? Oh, that's going to take some thinking about. Bonfire night. So again, in the UK, we celebrate bonfire night with fireworks and fairs and food. So I put £6 a month towards that. It's part of my favourite time of year, is around autumn, and you have all these different events. It's when it starts to turn wintry. I love it. So 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. And Christmas. So Christmas, I'm just putting 40 a month away at the moment. So in here we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. New Year, like I say again, it depends whether we'll actually do anything for New Year, or depends whether I'm at work or not, or we'll just use it towards some New Year spending. So just put in £6 a month away for that. So I've got 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 in there as well. My friends' birthdays are spread sporadically throughout the year, but mainly my main friends are at the end of the year, so it means I've got a bit of time to save up on here. So I've currently got 30 in here. I say 15. So 1, 2. So that's 30, 45. And then these are the two that I'm most worried about. So Frozen trip. So Frozen is coming to the West End in London, and we've got tickets to go and see it as part of the pre-sale. So I was very lucky to get really good tickets. We've booked the hotel, we've booked the tickets. I just hope that we'll be able to go on it, but we won't know until much later in the year. But I'm going to keep saving, and I'm being intentional and putting it out there that everything's going to be fine and that we can still go. So keep your fingers crossed for me, guys, because that will be devastating. So we've got £200 towards that now. And then likewise, now this, I think we're going to have to cancel our summer holiday. Boo. We're not sure. We were meant to be going to one of the holiday parks that are nearby at the seaside. We still don't know if they're going to be open, and if the actual site is open. We don't know if any of the activities are going to be available. which kind of negates the point of going, really. So we may just have to cancel the holiday and then put the money towards some day trips if that's allowed, or just put it away towards the big holiday we've got next year, which is Disney. But in the meantime, we're putting £50 a month away. So we've got 50, we've got 100 in there, so now we've got 150. So if we don't go on holiday, I think what we'll do with the cost of the holiday, I don't know what we're going to do. We'll just use it for days out, or we'll do some home improvements, or cry, or something. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Buy a lot of gin. Yes, we could buy a lot of gin. So that's all the envelopes stuffed. I'm really impressed with this savings envelope. Say I've only been doing this since March, so what, March, April, May's pay, so 3 months, and I've got 165 quid in there. That's quite impressive. So one last thing I wanted just to share with you that I've just started doing in the last sort of 2 or 3 weeks, really. I've started to do some savings challenges. And the savings challenge that I've done is called Saveopoly. You may have heard of this. I heard about it off of another YouTuber whose name escapes me. I think it's Jay Whackers. I'll remember, and then we'll put the link in the comments down below. But she does Saveopoly. So I went on Pinterest, and you can pay to download the proper sheet, but I thought, you know what, let's get my artistic bit on and put it in my bujo. So this is my bullet journal. It's still needing a lot of work. So as you can see, I started it on the 11th of May, and I made my own board, and I made my own amounts upon it. You can do whatever is good for you. And the place that I source the money from this is I take it out of my cash envelopes from my purse. So it kind of just forces me not to spend all the money. So I just take it out of there and then just put it aside in a little envelope. I'm going to make a little sign from this, and then I'm just going to see how much I can save up. It's just a bit of fun. This awesome sticker is my counter. And then on my phone I've downloaded a dice rolling app, and I just use that, and then yeah. So far in 3 weeks I've saved £5. Yeah, but it's a start, and it's a bit of fun. Okay, so that's Saveopoly. So I hope that was helpful. That's all my envelopes stuffed. That's my savings challenge done. So I'm ready for the month ahead. Thank you very much, guys. Remember to subscribe, like I said, and I'll see you again next time.